Hello my friends, welcome to this episode of Tenting with Tyler. As you can see, we are in for a hot tent glamping experience tonight. So this is the OneTigris Tegimen. Now this is a hammock hot tent, so I've never used it as a hammock hot tent. I've always used it as a wall style tent. So I figured it would be fun to come out and test this for its intended purpose. Now as you can see, I'm kind of cockeyed in the tent, so you're kind of supposed to be center tree to tree. So I could kind of jimmy rig myself around and put these straps in between the door zippers. There's two zippers, one top, one bottom. But I think we're gonna just leave it open to the night tonight because it's not supposed to be that cold. So it'll actually be relaxing and fun to just kind of have the ends open, get some fresh air through here, have the stove glowing hot, and be as snug as a bug in a rug. So anyway, thanks for joining me. We're gonna get the stove set up. We are going to get some firewood. We're gonna cook a good meal. We're gonna have some excellent local beer, Haliburton Highlands Brewery. Really excited about that. And yeah, settle in. I might play some guitar. You know, it's all about relaxing and having fun. As you saw, I had the ATV, so we're not out here hiking. We're not out here ultralight backpacking. We're out here for some good old-fashioned fun. So thanks for joining me, guys, and yeah, let's get the rest of this camp set up. One thing I will say is that if you're sleeping in a cot, you definitely have more room. Instead of having a hammock running right through the center of your tent, you know, I had my cot tucked up under here with plenty of space. It just opens up this whole floor. So, you know, with the hammock, it definitely limits what you can do with your interior space. And man, you are darn close to that stove. Darn close. Anyways, let's go get some firewood, guys. Well guys, we are all set up and ready to settle in for the night. We've got plenty of firewood, we've got the stove ready to rock and roll. Now we just have to wait for 7 p.m. so I can light that up and start cooking. So in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy a few more beer. I'm going to kick back and relax, and I will bring you back when it's time to cook up dinner. Cheers, my friends. Oh yeah. Well guys, here is that Holtzman Gorilla Survival Knife that I paid a decent amount of money for. The button clasp has broken off today somewhere, so that's gone forever. Anyways, we got the fire going. It's gonna get cozy in here real quick. We are gonna kind of start dinner as well. So we got good old-fashioned baked potatoes. Now I'm just gonna leave them in the front of the stove and let them cook up really well. And we're gonna cut up some peppers. We got some salt and pepper and garlic to toss on top and just have a nice simple fire cooked meal. Turn this down a bit so we don't catch those on fire. Alright, so we either got Irish red ale or ulterior motive. I'm thinking a red ale tonight. Cheers, my friends. Not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. Well, let's hope I don't get banned for that. Well guys, I almost forgot part of dinner. So I did bring a red pepper, and what I was gonna do is cut it up and throw it in with the potatoes and fry them up now that the potatoes are cooked. With a bit of butter and some salt, pepper, garlic. So let's do that. And so I picked this up. Believe it or not, this was off a Kickstarter, and it was almost about a year ago. I bought 2 sets of these, and I completely forgot about it because it's been almost a year. So they're titanium silverware. So knife, fork, spoon that all magnet together. They're very lightweight. The carry case is actually a cutting board as well, which is really handy. I guess you gotta kind of get this thing kind of worked out and settled. Now, I did forget one piece of these, which was really, really handy. There's a little piece of plastic that clips on the bottom and turns these into tongs, which would have been really handy to get those potatoes out of the fire, but here we are. So this is the knife it came with, and it is deadly sharp. So let's see how it does cutting up a pepper. You know, it's actually not cutting that great. Like my knife Gorilla would work better, but we're here now. We're committed. I mean, it's serviceable. It definitely cuts. Whew. Ouch. Damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. Oh, man. Man, those tongs would have been handy. Woo! Damn, that's hot. Well, guys, that definitely hit the spot. It got dark super fast. I had to turn on the camera light and the lantern, obviously, just so you guys can see me. It is hot in here. So we're probably around 7 degrees out right now, and I am still sweating in here, even with both doors open. The heat's just kind of bouncing off the ridge and coming right back down to me, so I'm definitely comfortable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my phone up on the table here and maybe watch some Office. I think I'm in the mood for some Office. And rock myself to sleep. Anyways, if anything interesting happens tonight, guys, I will bring you back, but otherwise, we will see you in the morning. Good night. Oh, I forgot to mention. Oh, pardon, I didn't even bring a sleeping bag because I knew I'd be hot, so I brought my Patagonia puffer in case I get cold, but I think for now it's actually just going to be a pillow, and I wake up and feed the stove every hour or so. Every 2 hours I'm going to be probably uncomfortably hot. So anyways, guys, see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. Oh, I slept pretty darn good last night. It's crazy how a thin piece of plastic can make you feel safe at night, and the stove too. Big difference from last trip where I just slept in this hammock out in the open. I felt way more comfortable, so that's a bonus. I did run out of wood last night. My legs got a little cold this morning, but otherwise it was a pretty cozy night. Now my least favorite part, breaking camp and video editing.
Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel. And keep an eye out for my next video.